Okay, it looks like it's on. So I guess it would be apt to explain my interest in MREs. I mean, I spent so many years in the Army and I never was interested in them. Most of the time I preferred to be hungry rather than need an MRE. But about 10 years ago, maybe a little longer, Hurricane Irene came through here and flooded my house. And for the first time in my life, this old New Englander has to admit, she actually ran from a hurricane. We ended up sleeping in this car for about 2 days and then eventually finding my way to my mother-in-law's house where we spent the night. But my 2 days in this car, we were totally unprepared. We were hungry and we were cold and we were miserable. It's a beautiful car. At the time it was only about 3 months old. I'd only owned it for about 3 months. And I had determined that if we ever had to sleep in a car again, it would be a much more comfortable experience, and I'd also have some food, and hence my interest in MREs. So eventually we did move to this car. So if we have to spend the night in this car, it'll be much better. You can drop the seat down and just be a lot more comfortable in it. I'll show you a few things that I put in it to make it a little better. So here we are, the inside of the car. This particular one is a RAV4, but it could be any SUV. They'd work. I mean, these seats fold down so we can lay side by side in the back. The other one, Ruth was in the back and I was in the front, and it was really horrendously uncomfortable to sleep 2 nights in the car like that. So these are going to fold down, and we can sleep right on top of them. We don't even need a mattress. Anything's got to be comfortable than trying to sleep in the front seat of the car. Plenty of blankets so we won't be cold. There you go. Picked those up at Walmart for like $5, and of course this one here was a little bit more expensive because this one plugs in and can heat a person that way. Got some towels and some other stuff. Some stuff so if we need to cook, we of course won't cook in the car, but we've got it ready. And all back here is all loaded full of stuff that we need in case we have to be in the car for an extended period of time. I suppose you could say that I'm having a little bit of PTSD, and that's fine, I probably am. But if I ever have to sleep in this car for 2 days again, I will definitely be ready. It will not be a problem. Okay, this is take 3. This is my 3rd time trying this. The first time Ruth interrupted me, the second time the cat interrupted me. But we'll make this really quick. So this down here contains the freeze-dried food that if we need to run out of the door, we'll just grab it and we'll go. This is, of course, is the mud room for the house. And one of the things that happened during Hurricane Irene is, yes, my house did flood, but several people brought MREs to me, cases of MREs to me. One was the Red Cross, and one, I don't know what organization it was, but they came and they said, hey, why don't you take some MREs? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, nobody wants them. I'm like, oh, I'll take what nobody wants. So they gave me a full case. And we did eat most of them, and I didn't know what happened to the others, and I was planning to order more, and I came out here looking for something, and I opened up this drawer, and lo and behold, there they are. They're 10 years old, and they've been sitting in this drawer for a very long time. I had totally forgotten I had put these MREs in here. Look at that. So what I'm going to do, and these are the civilian MREs, because I did get a couple of civilian ones. These are probably the ones I got from the Red Cross. But it's full of MREs. So I'm going to pull them out. Ruthie and I are going to look through them, and I'm going to see if they're actually still edible. I mean, I've watched a few of Steve 1989 eat MREs that were like 50 years old, and they were fine. I couldn't believe he actually ate some of the components, but man's a lot braver than I'll ever be. But we'll give these a go and see how they taste. So I guess that's what my thing's going to be today, is opening up one of these old MREs that have been in this drawer for probably over 10 years and see just how they taste and how they made out. It's a little grainy, but it is a little dark in this room. Okay, so the MRE I selected is this spaghetti meat sauce, and I do believe this is one of the ones that I got from the Red Cross. So I'm going to open it up and check out what's in it. Alright, so let's take a look at what's in here. So we got spaghetti meat sauce. We got apple pieces in spice sauce. Actually, it's pretty darn good. email, MRE so far. There's your FRH, but I won't be using that. I'm going to be using this. Let's see. Some beverage-based powder, lime flavored, which isn't half bad. Accessory pack. Oatmeal cookie. A 10-year-old oatmeal cookie. Let's see how it fared. Some crackers. Oops, I dropped them. There you go. Crackers. And finally, some blackberry jam. Everything in here appears to be okay. There's no breaks, nothing. You know, where I kept the MRE is in that drawer in the front room. And that front room, the mud room, it doesn't get too hot. It doesn't get too cold. It's usually somewhere between 50 and 70 degrees. So I think this MRE should actually be fine in spite of its age. But let's get it going. It's interesting that this stuff seems to be fine, but the stuff in the accessory pack, there's something in there. So this is coffee. I think the creamer leaked, as strange as it sounds. Yeah, look at it. It's caked all over the spoon. That definitely is the creamer. Wow. Doesn't have a smell. Let's get it down here. Pull it all out. Yeah, it's the creamer. Look at that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Did something sting me? Oh, no. I've got all kinds of mosquitoes around me. Sugar. Salt. Pepper. Fresh nap. And this stuff. Whatever the hell that is. Let's look at the creamer. Oh, yeah, it's the creamer. You can see it. There you go. It was the creamer. Okay. So while I'm waiting for the stuff to heat up, I decided to try some of the other things that are there. So this is the drink. Pour it in here. Well, that's just my neighbor. He's mowing his lawn. Put a little bit of water in there. Oh, nice green color. Almost disgusting. But looks don't mean everything. Let's give it the taste test. Dissolved very nicely in the water. Doesn't look half bad. Like the grass. Same color. Wow. Alright, let's give it a go. It's very good, actually. It's not too sweet. It's definitely made with sugar, not with aspartame, which is a very pleasant surprise. The color could be a little off-putting, but it's not bad. It's very sweet, very nice taste to it. So yeah, this is good. Alright, let's get rid of that. And let's open up the crackers and the jam. We'll try these together. Well, here's the jam opened up, and it's really, oh, let me see if I can get it a little better. It's really dark in color. Like I said, it's 10 years old. The crackers, when I opened them, immediately fell apart. And that sound you hear is that. It's going good. Brand new stove. I just bought it. So let's give this guy a go. Ooh. I know it's blackberry jam. Darn, that is really quite black. So here we are. It's a 10-year-old jelly. Let's give it a sniff. I don't smell anything. It doesn't have any particular smell coming off of it. Let's try eating it. The cracker it's on top of has almost no taste. It's unsalted. It's not very good at all. The jam tastes fine. It's very sweet. And it definitely adds It's definitely very good. And this is an oatmeal cookie, and actually I'm one of those people who really loves oatmeal cookies. They're actually my favorite cookie, but feeling it in here, it feels really hard. So we'll see how this withstood the 10 years. Let's open it up. Okay, let's prop it up here against that. The minute I opened it up, I could smell it. It is hard, but you can definitely smell the raisin spices in it and the such, as why it is my favorite cookie. So let's give it a shot. 10-year-old oatmeal raisin cookie. Oh, it's so good. It's not soft, but my suspicions are it never was soft. It always was hard and crumbly like this. And it's delicious. You can taste the spices in it. Because I think a lot of reasons that people don't like oatmeal cookies, especially my daughter, is because I believe I can taste a bit of cinnamon in it. And she doesn't like cinnamon. So, it's good. Really good. And these guys are doing fantastic. And here's the coffee, Taster's Choice. So we'll open this up and get a look at it. And put it in this little cup that came with the set and see how it tastes. My suspicions are I won't like it. There's not been any that I have cared about. This wouldn't be any different. Yeah, I ripped it open with my teeth and some of it went right in my mouth. Oh well, you live, you learn. There we go, let's open it up all the way. You know, for 10-year-old coffee, it doesn't look half bad. Let's cheat. Let's burn our fingers. A little more. Oh, some of it went in there. Oh, there's a little bit of water in there. Ooh, the container's hot. I'll mix it up a little bit. Ooh, that container is really hot. Now let's pick it up and get a look at it. Ugh, it smells like coffee. Really, really strong coffee, because it's only got a couple of ounces of water in there with it. Some of it actually came out in there because I kind of dipped it in there. Yeah, yuck. Ugh, gone. Okay, so we're going to try the spaghetti and meat sauce first. Okay, so I wrestled this puppy open, and this is what it looks like inside. It smells like Chef Boyardee. It's not bad. You can see in there some nice chunks of hamburger. And for a 10-year-old meal, it really looks quite good. Pour some of it in here. And actually, I'm surprised that plate was able to handle all of it. I'll take a look at it. Get my spoon. Wow. Now, I have eaten canned food that's been in my cabinets for a long time, and it smelled basically like this, and that stuff didn't kill me, so there's a part of me that doesn't think this is going to hurt me either. It is 10 years old. But there you go, lots of spaghetti. Oh, I like this. This is nice, because this actually has lots of spaghetti. Hey, stop spilling over. It's not the MRE's fault. The table is actually quite uneven, so kind of expect it's going to run its way with gravity. So let's give it a go before it all falls off the plate. Before it all gets off the plate. But let's give this a go. Yeah, it looks good. Down the hatch. It does taste a little funky, but I'm not sure if it tastes a little funky because it's bad or it just tastes a little funky because it is shelf-stable. Does go very well with the lime drink. Let's try some of these flavorless crackers in it. See if they do anything for me. It's very hot, by the way. Actually, they complement it quite well. They really don't add flavor to it, but they give it a nice, pleasant crunch. So it's more of a feeling than anything else. Not a flavor, but just a nice, pleasant crunch. So it went very well with that. So, yeah. 10-year-old meal. On a scale of Chef Boyardee or made in Mama Leone's kitchen, this is clearly Chef Boyardee. But it's not bad, Chef Boyardee. All right, let's give the apples a shot. And I figured I'd heat these up because apples warmed up bring it to a whole new level. Well, here are the apples, the spiced apples, and they are very, very, very dark. I'm not sure if that's age or if they ever were dark or light. I honestly don't remember these in an MRE, but that's okay. So, got a little bit of spaghetti on there. I cleaned it off. So let's try one. Oops, come on. Get onto the spoon. There you go. I'll smell it first. Smells good. The apples are very soft. I think that's just time that did that, and the fact that I had it cooking in there so long, and it is very hot. They have almost no bite to them. There's a strange bird in the tree over there. But taste-wise, they actually taste quite good. They, you can taste the spices in them. So again, I'm not sure what spices they're putting in them, but it is very nice. It almost reminds me of winter spices, like the stuff you associate with winter things, like a little bit of cloves, maybe some cinnamon. And actually, the spice I wasn't able to identify in this is not really cinnamon. I think it's more like, might be a little ginger in there. But regardless, it definitely gives it a very nice taste. This is a very nice taste. Those, in spite of their age, also good. So my ratings of this extremely old MRE is that it is a very good MRE. I really enjoyed it.